So you try to watch many videos on focus to motivate yourself, and it actually kind of works. Like you go do your deep work task, but after like 5 minutes, it starts to be painful and you slowly start to drift away. And then obviously you have regrets because you haven't done shit. And yes, you go to work again, but you don't have the drive. So you go on YouTube and you start to look for some actually good advice. So, loving the work is the concept that got me to work every single day of my life. So, my name is Nicholas. I'm 19 years old. Since I was 7 years old, I was addicted to all of the modern addictions. I was addicted to porn, video games. I had very big ambitions, but the only thing stripping them away from me was simply my focus. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you how loving the work is the main key that you have to have in order to actually focus on your work. So it sounds kind of wishy-washy, like why it should be the most important thing. You probably heard Andrew Tate, you probably heard many people just talk about like, do the work even if it's so painful. And yeah, sure, that's good advice, but you should not level up in the work that actually has no meaning to you. And it's such a simple concept, yet many people don't understand this. In order to actually make any success in your work, you have to love the work to the fullest. You have to love the work and you have to love the pain that comes with the work. You have to love the pain. You have to be in love with the pain. Because the pain that you experience growing your business or moving towards your goal is exactly the pain that you need. It's exactly the thing that sets apart the loser from the winner. Because without the pain, the goal cannot actually manifest. The pain is the key to the goal. If there was no pain, everyone would have the success. The pain is actually the thing that you should be so grateful for. You should be so grateful that the work that you are trying to do is hard. Because what it means is that everybody else who tries will quit because it's too hard for them. And if you learn to love the work, you will be the outlier. You will be the guy who actually succeeds. And so one of the main points you have to realize is that without the pain, there is no destination. Without the work that you have to go through, without the hell that you have to suffer, there is no final destination. Really, the only thing that makes it the final destination is the pain. And so in order for you to succeed, you have to suffer. So the goal that you have, the purpose that you have, sets the condition for the person that you have to become. And the only way to become the desired version of yourself is through the pain. Whenever you try to change, whenever you try to make any sort of change, the body will physically push you away. The body will not want to change. And so the only force that is going to actually help you break through is the love for the pain and love for the work. You have to love the goal so much and just switch this idea in your head. You have to switch the idea in your head that the pain is actually a bad thing, because the pain is the only thing that makes you successful. And so the reason why you love the pain is because the pain actually sets condition for you who you need to become. The pain is actually the key. Without the pain, there is no success. Without the pain, nothing is extraordinary. The only reason we give anything meaning, whether it's Lamborghini, whether it's anything, is simply because somebody had to go through pain to get that thing. If everything was easy, if everybody had Lamborghini, if everybody had the same life, it would not be special. It would not be the success. You would not call it success because it would be everybody's life. It would be average. And so what is not average requires pain. And the pain is the only fucking way. So the moment you do this switch in your mind is the moment you will actually start to see some change in your life. Every one of the high performers you can actually study, the only two things they have is high stress tolerance and high pain tolerance. And those are the things that set them apart. And so really the answer to how do you love the work is that you pick something that you deeply care about. And then you realize that this is going to require a tremendous amount of pain. But the pain is the most amazing thing there is. Because how much pain you go through exactly correlates to how much you are going to succeed, because nobody else is going to go through the pain. Everybody is going to quit, but you are not going to quit. This is such a huge mindset shift for a lot of people, but it's really the only thing that's separating you from the winners, that's separating you from actually getting more success. Even if you are already successful, the more pain you can endure, the more you are going to be successful. So pain is the way, and without the pain, there is no goal to be set at the first place, because you have to have the pain. It's like there cannot be success, there cannot be something extraordinary without the pain. Because if it's extraordinary, that means not many people are going to do it, and that requires pain. But if it's average, that means everybody does it, and that does not require pain. So the only way to achieve anything in life is to love the pain, and loving the pain is loving the work. Because the work represents the pain that you have to go through. And I probably said the 3 sentences in this entire video repeatedly 20 times in a row, but it's really the only thing that's gonna set you apart. It's really the only thing that actually helped me, that actually made me move the needle. If you were to bring down everything to its first principles, the first principles are actually that you have to love the pain. So please just use the pain as the fuel. Use the pain as the reason and love the pain, because without the pain, you are not going to change. Be fucking unsatisfied and disgusted by living average life. Be so in pain living average life, living nothing extraordinary, and love so much the pain that you have to go through this journey, and you will succeed. So hopefully by now you realize how important this concept actually is. And if yes, then thank you very much for watching this video.